Good morning from the Universal Orlando Resort. Doing a bit of a speed run today where we kind of just pop in and leave. Maybe we'll hang around for a bit because there are some things going on, a few things to talk about. But my main focus today is to renew my annual pass because it is coming due, like by the end of the week. So you might be wondering, why am I here to do that? I've got a whole story for you. So anyway, let's get moving. So our story today starts about 15 months ago. I was considering visiting Universal Orlando for the first time and figured, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm gonna get an annual pass so I can really enjoy everything that this resort has to offer. And they were running a deal where if you bought an annual pass, you could get 15 months as opposed to the standard 12, you know, annual pass covers 1 year. So anyway, long and short of it is, it's been 15 months and my annual pass is about to expire. And so obviously, I want to renew it, but I've been running into a little bit of trouble, which, if I'm being honest with you, I kind of expected. I've been paying attention to what some other annual pass holders have said about renewal periods and all of that. And there are a few areas where Universal seems to fall short. They're not really great about reminding you when your annual pass is going to expire, which I have found to be true. I didn't get any emails or anything like that saying that it was time to renew. And the process of renewing can apparently be a little bit more difficult than it ought to be. Universal says that you can renew your annual pass online, but I haven't been able to do that. I'm running into errors and it's saying that I can't renew my annual pass for whatever reason. So I figure, let's come straight to the source. I know that this isn't a convenience that everyone has, but you know, I can pop on over here because I live just down the way. So let's go see if we can get this figured out. I also can't help but wonder if part of the problem that I'm running into is the promotion, you know? Like maybe because of that 15-month instead of 12-month renewal time frame, you know, it caused some problems or something. Like I said, we'll figure it out. Where am I headed though? Surely to one of these windows. Let's see if we can find one that's open.
A few moments later.
All right, we're all set. So I asked the woman at the window what the situation was. She said she has no idea, which I didn't expect her to know, but I figured I'd ask. But renewing here was no big deal, no problem at all. Walk up to the window, scan your pass, you pay, and that's it. Pretty straightforward. So that's great. But anyway, I want to make my way over to Universal Studios Florida. I came over here to Islands of Adventure to do the pass because they've been open for a minute over there and I wanted to try and avoid some of the crowds that are probably over at the other park. That's the logic of that decision. But I did want to come over here to Universal Studios Florida because they have an annual pass holder discount shop situation going on right now, I think. I'm pretty sure I saw that. So I want to come over here, see if that's available, see what's in there. You never know. You never know. And I want to keep an eye out for the Jaws zipper that is supposed to be dropping this month here at Universal. I don't know, we'll see. Universal is weird when it comes to stuff like this. You know, you never quite know when it's going to show up in the parks. So I'm going to keep my eyes open because I would like that zipper. Also, we have a nice, beautiful breeze today, but it is so humid. Now, I don't know for sure because, of course, I saw this while I was scrolling on my phone and I didn't take the time to like screenshot it or save it. But I want to say that the store we're looking for is going to be in the location where we normally find the tribute store. So that's where we're headed. Recently, when Universal has been doing this type of thing, they've been doing it here in the Brown Derby hat shop, which is so small. But, you know, it's a fun little shop. Normally, it's not open, but they have been using this as their annual pass holder discount shop location recently. But I think they wanted to expand out a bit, at least from what I've seen. See if, oh, I see it. There's the sign right there. So the tribute store, that is where we're headed, or the place where the tribute store normally is. I don't know the name of this place off the top of my head. Williams of Hollywood. Williams of Hollywood is where we're headed. Okay, so there is a lot of stuff in here and we're gonna take our time because it is Nice and cool. Gotta love AC on a day like today. Looks like we have some race through New York stuff. And then we have some of the Pride merch from last year. I don't know if Pride merch has released this year yet, but you know, here's last year's stuff. Is this on discount? It says $34.99, but I don't see a sign. Not over here. There are signs elsewhere though. See, 60% off. It also says, sorry, no additional discounts. All sales are final. So I'm not sure if that applies to everything or just stuff that is on the rack. I'm seeing a lot of these cooling towels though. Lots of different varieties. $14.99. I do want a cooling towel for the summer. Don't know if I want that one or a universal one for that matter. Anyway, let's take a look at what else is here. Got a phone booth. Not a ton of theming in here, obviously, because this isn't like an official tribute store or anything. It's just kind of a place where merch is. I did love this one when I saw that originally. Very cool shirt. How much is it right now? $27 with 60% off, so not bad. Now, one thing about me is that if I'm buying theme park merch, I'm probably getting it from a place like this. I love buying things on sale. I don't want to spend any more money than I have to. And sales like this, as well as the Character Warehouse for Disney stuff, are the way to go. Guys, this thing, how much is this? $22 and it's 60% off? I might need this. They have a sparkly one and they have an orange one. We're gonna keep walking around and we'll think about it. So we've got some Harry Potter stuff here, jewelry. Oh, check it out. The jacket's on sale. It's $110. Normal price, you know, so that's not too bad. It is a nice jacket. I definitely don't need another denim jacket though. Let's see what else. Oh, we have a pink dinosaur here. Still thinking about it, still thinking about it. Also, we have like a guide that can help you work out how much all this stuff is gonna cost. So that's nice. They got some Shrek stuff over here too, including these scrunchies that I so wanted when I first saw them come out. But $24 was way too much. But now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, they're cute, right? Like I should probably get these. And if I'm gonna get these, I might as well get that headband. All right, I'm holding on to them. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, what's in here? Got a pass holder shirt. Villain Con. And then this is from Harry Potter. Lots of stuff hiding in here. So they had some really cute things in there and not too bad, especially when you consider that it's 60% off. There are a few things that I saw, but I didn't get. I know, you're thinking, I just can't wait to see her with Shrek and Fiona on her space buns, but I decided to put that back. There was also a small backpack with Marge Simpson, and I just thought that that was super cute. Originally $82, which would make it around like $30 before tax. But I don't really need another bag. And I know, you've heard me say that over and over again. And if it's a bag I like, I should get it. And you're right, I should. I do like bags because they're super practical and I get a lot of use out of them, but I also have a ton of bags, as I've said many times before. So we're gonna skip out on that today. Our next order of business though is to stop on over at the Universal Studios store. That's usually where the sippers are and stuff, you know? Like, I never really see them out and about at drink carts or anything. They're usually in the stores on the shelves. So we're gonna go check that out, see if we can find the Jaws sipper. I'm not thinking we're gonna find it though, okay? Like, this isn't me being a pessimist. My glass is almost always half full, but I just feel like I haven't seen any in the parks. I haven't heard anyone talking about it, so I don't know. I'm not expecting much. Oh, look. There's Marilyn. You know, I haven't really taken the time to meet any characters here at Universal as of yet. There are a lot of them. There's Beetlejuice, Marilyn, Betty Boop, Popeye and Olive Oil, the Minions, and like the list goes on. But I just haven't. I'm not huge into meeting characters anyway. Oh, and The Simpsons. How could I have forgotten about The Simpsons? I do have to meet them at one point. I was a big Simpsons fan as a kid, which now as an adult I can't figure out how that happened. My mom usually had a pretty tight rein on television and all that stuff, so I don't know. I guess she liked The Simpsons. Anyway, let's go shopping. So, I'm not entirely sure where to look. We're just gonna keep our eyes out, or keep our eyes open. Of course, gotta check out the How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Cute little backpack for How to Train Your Dragon, but I know they just look so flimsy and cheap to me. Let's see, $58. It's kind of a lot. You're almost at a Loungefly, and I feel like a Loungefly is gonna be better quality. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I love it. These are probably my favorite characters in all of How to Train Your Dragon. I know, I should like Hiccup, but Rough Nut and Tough Nut. These are cool. Check it out. These are wooden postcards. They look pretty cool in real life. I know it might be hard to see. This one is awesome. $13. How many are in here? Is it 2? I think it's just 2. Those are really neat. I feel like they would be fun to send, of course, but also to like hang on the wall, like little pieces of art. Very cool. Let's see what else we got over here. Some Jurassic Park stuff. This is all pretty standard stuff, right? I'm gonna see what else we got going on. I love this backpack. It is so cute. But look at this. It's the first time I'm seeing this. I really like this. What's the price on this? 20 bucks. Little pouch. Oh, right there. Little hook, so we could hook it to something. I do like that. And then of course we have the drink holders down there, and we got some cups. That's cute. I could see myself buying that. I could see myself buying that plush backpack too, but I don't know what to tell you. I've been a sucker for the How to Train Your Dragon thing. You know, it's funny because I've been seeing a lot of people in their like 20s to mid-20s, bikers, who are like so obsessed with How to Train Your Dragon. Like, it's a whole thing. And I wasn't living in the US when How to Train Your Dragon came out. It's kind of like after my time, if you will. So I never really got it. And then I watched it because I was like, we have to watch this, right? Like, Epic's right on the horizon. And immediately hooked. Now I get it. By the way, I don't ride currently or potentially anymore, but biker. So makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. All right, keeping our eyes open, keeping our eyes open. I'm not seeing like any sippers really, but hold on. Something just caught my eye from across the way. Oh boy. Look at this hat. This is so cute. Oh, I see where it belongs. Let's bring it over there. This is too much. Look at all of these hats. They're adorable. Oh, okay, so this is why we're looking here for that sipper. I know these are popcorn buckets, but they also have sippers around as well. They sell them like this here at Universal. So you can buy them here and then bring them to get your popcorn or drink. You get one free fill. See, as you can see right here. So that's why I figured that this would be a good place to check, but like I said, I'm not seeing anything. Though there is one more corner. Let's take a peek. No, just some Hello Kitty stuff. Nothing back here. Well, that's too bad. That is too bad. All right, well, I gotta say, today's been a pretty productive day. We got our annual pass renewed, which is the whole reason we were here. So the fact that we accomplished that, I mean, that's 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10, you know? And we did check that annual pass holder store, which was great too, though we didn't see anything that we were gonna pick up. I mean, we saw some things that we came close to picking up, but Didn't make any purchases over there. I think the only thing that didn't happen that I was hoping would, my fingers were crossed, was finding that Jaws zipper, which, I was holding out hope for, but wasn't expecting much. So it's not really a loss. And I mean, as good a reason as any to come back over to Universal here in a couple days, week maybe, check again. But we'll just have to keep an eye out. And of course, I'll let you know if I find it. I'll post on social media or here like this. I know there are a few people out there who have been looking for this zipper. I even had someone stop me the other day and ask if I had any idea, what the situation was. And I was like, no, sorry, no clue. So I'm hardly alone in this hunt. But anyway, I think that about does it for today. Like I said, just a quick speed run here at Universal. Let me know if there's anything that you would have picked up from that Universal annual pass holder store, at least the stuff that you saw as we were wandering through. I want to know if you think I missed out on anything. So tell me in a comment down below. Also, if you happen to be here and you didn't see something that you liked, but you're going to be passing by, make sure you check it out because they rotate things out all the time. I don't think that this is going to be around for a long time. It's really just here, to the best of my knowledge, for the annual pass holder days that they're doing here at Universal. So, if you happen to be here, check it out. But yeah, like I said, that's all for now. Thanks for hanging out, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Until then, bye.